Hello everyone, welcome back to Coffee and Cryptos. I'm super excited for today's video. Today I'm going to be making for you all an iced matcha tea latte with oat milk, but if you're following along, you can use whatever milk you'd like. So in order to make a matcha tea latte, you'll of course need your matcha. You can either get the liquid concentrate or like today I'm using the powder. I ordered this powder off of Amazon. It's the Jade Leaf Organic Ceremonial Matcha, the Barista Edition. And it looks like a really tiny can, but it does have 30 servings within here. I'll kind of open it and show it to you guys. It just looks like that. So I have my matcha, and then of course I have my oat milk, and then I have my water. I've measured out a half of a cup of water, so I'm going to pour it into my glass here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add one whole tablespoon of the matcha into the water, and then I'm gonna mix it up using my Foodville mixer. Ryan bought this for me off of Amazon, so I'm super excited to try it out in today's video. It comes with this head, and then it also comes with another one that acts as more of a whisk. And then it has low, medium, and then high speeds. High speeds goes really fast. For coffee or for frothy milk, I usually just use the low speed. Every now and again, I'll try the medium, but medium and high is more so for whisking things. Like this thing even whisk eggs if you're interested. What we'll do is we'll link it in the description below, so if y'all want to check it out, y'all can. But most of the things in this video were brought from Amazon today. Okay, so what I'll do next is I'm going to take my matcha and open it up. And then I'm going to take I have a these are teaspoons, so I'm going to use one. I think I said tablespoons earlier, I meant teaspoon. So I'm going to use one whole teaspoon. And it's a rounded teaspoon just because I like mine a little bit stronger. If you don't like the taste of matcha as much, you can use a little bit less. And now that it's in there, I'm gonna go ahead and use my mixer and blend it up. Okay, now I have my mixer and I'm gonna put it in here and then froth it on low. See, and it's pretty powerful on low, so I'm not gonna bring it up any higher. You know, I usually mix it pretty good so you don't get any chunks of matcha in your drink. I'll get the bottom and make sure there's nothing that went to the bottom of it. Okay, and I'll go like that to dry it. Okay, and now that the matcha is all mixed up, what I'll do is I'll get my glass with milk and ice ready, and then I'll pour on top. Okay, so I have my whiskey stones in my glass. I'm not going to use regular ice because it's going to make it too watery. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake up my oat milk, and then I'm going to pour it into my glass first, and then I'll pour the matcha on top. So I'm going to pour it. Until right there. And then I'm going to take my matcha and pour it on top. Oh, and that looks really good. I like mine a little bit stronger, so I added a little bit more matcha than what it calls for, just a tad bit. And I used the rounded spoons instead of the flat teaspoons. I'll just give it a stir. The only thing about whiskey stones is it's a little bit harder to mix than regular ice, but other than that, it's good because your drink won't be watery. And then there you have an iced matcha latte with oat milk. And if you want to make it a little bit sweeter like Starbucks, the version from Starbucks, what I usually do is add a little bit of almond milk creamer. You can also add a little bit of vanilla, or you can add 3 tablespoons of honey or a few tablespoons of sugar, and it'll taste just like the Starbucks one. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do to make it just a little bit sweeter, to taste just like the Starbucks matcha, is I'm gonna mix this Silk Sweet and Creamy almond milk creamer over the top of it. You can use whatever creamer you like best. Vanilla works just as good as well. And then you're just gonna pour it over the top like that. You just need a little bit because it already has a lot of milk in it. And you're just gonna kind of give it a stir. And now it's time for the taste test. It's very smooth and earthy, just like a matcha should be. It definitely tastes good over ice, but I'm sure it would taste good hot. All you would do is just heat up your milk and heat up the water that you mix the matcha in, and then you'll have a hot matcha latte. But it's basically the same process. And then as always, if you want it a little bit sweeter, you can add more creamer, or you can add sugar or honey, and it'll taste really good as well. Thanks for tuning in to another video. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. See y'all next time.